Cancer, how we doing? Feels like I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. Welcome if you're new here. Got a crazy story that I'm going to tell everybody in Leo, so if you want to hear about it, okay. I do personal readings. It's in the description box below. It's just my email. It's just going to be a phone call with me. All right, Cancer, see what we got going for you. I want to be more than friends. Oh, Cancer. Who's this? You already know this? You have a friend that you're crushing on, or friends crushing on you? I don't know. I know I crossed the line with you. Okay. All right, Cancer, let's do it. What do we got for you? Right now, it's threatening to storm, but that's all it is. It's like, it's just a big, it got all dark and stormy and everything, and then it was like, no, we're good. Cancer, what do we got for Cancer? There they are. What is this? I will wait from a sign from you. Is this what you're doing? I knew exactly what I was doing. Okay. You came closer than anyone. Like I say a lot, you can come close to the devil. Okay, so it doesn't always, I mean, what is happening? It doesn't always have to be a sweet thing. Okay, it can be something like that. Ex-lover. Okay. What do we got for you, Cancer? What do we got? Addiction. Is someone in because of addictions here? That could be this. I don't know. Let's see. Unexpected. Okay. Okay, I got something I'm not sure. Toxic relationship. Yeah. Toxic relationship and text message. Oh, two T's. This is how and new love. Okay. What are you gonna do? Because I'm getting a lot right there, and I think there's like 2 or 3 people in your reading. So like there's you, and then there's like possibly 2, maybe 3. Okay. Give me just a second. Cancel it. Are we back? We're back. All right. I keep hearing this one for you, Cancer. So let's just give it a shot. Okay. All right. The reason I'm not telling you the crazy story is because I heard tell Leo when it was happening. So I have to do that first. And if you want to hear it, come and say the very beginning, Leo. Because it was nuts. It was. Whew. But everybody lived, so it's good. Page of Swords. All right. All right, Cancer, what we got? 7 of Swords. Page of Wands. Okay. All right, Cancer, what we got for you? All right, let's cut them and go. Let's cut them and go for Cancer, please. These were already all shuffled and cleansed before the reading. I just usually like to do a few on camera. Magician and the Hermit. Okay. All right, so you've been sitting kind of in manifestation mode, right? Yeah. And this is what this has been doing, but you've been doing a lot of healing while doing it, which I love. I talk a lot about that. But how that's kind of looking is like you kind of look probably kind of still, okay? And you're kind of dealing with a lot of emotions that you usually kind of dismiss. I feel like you're stopping that somehow, and you're kind of like, wait a minute. It's like it feels like that, right? Because you're wanting to manifest something different. That's what this feels like. Okay. Let's go, Cancer. What do we got for Cancer? Justice. Am I holding the deck in reverse? And it came out in reverse. Okay. It came out just like that. But we can read it both ways, and we're gonna. So you don't feel like your justice has been served in whatever situation this is. And it could be within a toxic relationship that you're currently in, or you just got out of, or whatever else, and whatever else happened here. Somebody knew exactly what they were doing. And it's almost like you were betrayed somehow, or betrayed a lot, right? And I think somebody's been waiting for a sign to take action. Take action? Okay. All right. Well, that would explain the hermit mode, right? Because the hermit mode, usually it's a Virgo card, but usually when you're in hermit mode, you look pretty still. You're not really doing a whole lot, right? So I think that you've been kind of waiting for this to go upright, which means you're getting your justice somehow for something, right? All right. It's a Libra card. I don't know, but we're gonna leave it out and upside down, okay? Because you've been waiting for something. It's like you've been waiting for the divine to show you something, and I think this is what. I don't think you're waiting for a sign from somebody. I think you're waiting for a sign from the universe to be like, go. Because this whole justice thing that you've been kind of possibly holding on to is what's kind of keeping you stalled. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. That's what it's about. The Ten of Swords. Okay. You've been betrayed. You've been lied to. You've been cheated on. You've been, I mean, just run through it, right? I had a personal reading the other day that the guy purposely wrecked him into a tree because she was leaving him. People can get nuts. Yeah, they can. And I hear a lot of it. Okay. But what I'm saying here is the Ten of Swords is something that you want justice for, but it hasn't happened yet, right? So it's almost like you're waiting for a sign from the universe about this damn toxic relationship. Because waiting for a sign from you, and then we have text message over here. So it's almost like you're waiting for, like, I don't know, my phone's going off. Text message. Okay. It's like you're waiting for somebody to say something. Okay. Like maybe a judge, maybe I don't know, you have to go to court. It's like you're waiting for some kind of information to move you through this toxic relationship. And you've been in hermit mode while doing it because you've been healing all of that. It's Ten of Swords. That's a lot of stuff. All right, Cancer, let's go. What else? I mean, that's everything. And we had the Seven of Swords, remember? Okay. All right. And it's been around your Ten of Pentacles. All right. So you could have lost a lot in a divorce, okay? Because we have justice in reverse, right? Which means there isn't any or hasn't been yet or whatever else, okay? But it's been around a long-term stable commitment that you thought you had or that you did have. I mean, whatever, okay? And I'll get on. We're not going to go into that yet because we don't have the cards to support it, but I think we might. All right. This is the actual Ten of Pentacles is, you know, like what you were like in, right? You were married, you had the kids, you had the, you know, all of the house, the cars, all the things, okay? All the stability that you never really had to worry about. But then something happened. Boom. And it happened, I think, pretty quickly. Okay. It wasn't like everything was fine and then it started going downhill. It probably did, but you didn't recognize, you kind of hung in there, right? I'm feeling like a very hanging in there kind of energy. Oh, is it? It's going to get better. I just have to kind of wait on it, right? I have to give myself you know, I just got to be patient, you know, because when you love people, you can do kind of some crazy stuff, right? And this is kind of what this looks like. But this kind of happened. It kind of went off pretty quickly. Okay. So this could look like that you found some you know, you found information. Somebody, okay. You found, like I always say, you found an email or a text or something like that. That's what this could be right here. But your relationship was toxic anyway, because anybody that was ever capable of that wasn't really capable of this. You might have had it on paper, but you didn't have it, you know, you didn't have it emotionally and everything else. And that's the hardest part of it, of any relationship. Queen of Pentacles. All right. So now you've been trying to boss up and it's been nothing but burdens and struggles and everything else on the way, right? This is why you don't feel like you've had your justice yet. It's almost like you feel like somebody got away with something. Yeah. We'll get more on clarifying, and this could change, but right now I'm getting this pretty strong. All right, Cancer, what do we got? What do we got for Cancer? What do we got for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? Two of Swords. This is what you've been in your head about. Yep. Is somebody like still around? Is this what this is? And is still trying to like influence you or try to make you make a decision in their favor or whatever else? And it's like, or I don't know. Somebody's I mean, complete not knowing how to make a Libra again. Somebody doesn't know how to make a decision here. Indecision is like that stamped on their forehead. And I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but I think it's about ending something permanently. It's almost like you found out somebody cheated on you, right? Let's just say it's that, okay? Because it's not, I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying let's just say it is, okay? And now somebody's like trying to come back and everything else and trying to kind of, I don't know, ice it over and things like that and everything else. And you're like, should I end it? This doesn't have to be everybody's reading. This is a general reading, by the way. But this is what I'm getting pretty strong. And I think this might have actually even be this other person. I don't know. You know your life better than I do, right? Okay. All right, Cancer, what do we got? Five of Pentacles. That's exactly what I thought it was. That tried to flip, but it didn't. But the Ten of Wands did flip. And the Five of Pentacles flipped, and then everything went crazy. So your life, I think, feels kind of very chaotic. Okay. Even mentally, right? You might have it all, you know, I mean, you know, everybody's good and, you know, everything looks, like I said, good on paper right now for you, but you're dealing with a whole lot of things. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, because this threw you into financial struggles, right? It threw you into understanding yourself, and you're not liking kind of what you see. And on top of that, it's like almost like doubling down on whatever the hell happened. Justice hasn't even been served yet, and I think that's what you've been waiting on. Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, because you're hanging on to it's almost like the depression and everything else is kind of taking over, right? This is what this feels like, because of all of this betrayal and everything else, because the burdens feel like they're getting too much, right? This is what this feels like. It feels like it's like, I mean, I'm at the end of my rope. That's what this feels like, and I'm starting to get chills. Okay, because this has been going on for more than, and I think a lot of times what people do with this card right here, this is the Ten of Wands, okay? Burdens, struggles, all the things, okay, right? But a lot of times what this is actually is what most people call this. The Ten of Pentacles. Remember what we talked about with this card? They color this as this, when it's nothing but struggles, arguing, fighting. But and then I don't even know who I told. You start scaling arguments, right? Well, that was just that one was a 2. I mean, it's fine. Oh, that one was a 7. Oh God, that was one was rough. I don't know how we're going to come back from that one, right? And then it just keeps going, right? And you just keep doing that. And that's the whole relationship that you're coloring into the Ten of Pentacles. And I think that it was finally ended divinely, by the way. The divine kind of stepped in here and said, you know, this. And then they're kind of sitting on the fence waiting to see what your decision is going to be about all of this. Are you going to keep saying that this is this, or, right? Okay. Because really what it was the Ten of Swords. And you were never going to get your justice anywhere that you were anyway, right? Okay, because it's been nothing but sadness and depression and everything else, and you're kind of holding on to all of that because you don't know how to process it. That's what this feels like. Cancer. Hi, what are we doing? I know you want to go outside. You want to go outside? I said it's not ready. It's not fine. That one, actually, his son, Mutt, is the one that started the whole thing last night, and it was crazy. Everybody's okay, but it was nuts. Okay. So what you're doing is you're rejecting it. Remember the death. You remember death? Okay. Death card, okay, it's not really similar to this card, but it's kind of is, because you're going to reject something. Yes, you are. Or you were rejected and you just been left holding all these damn burdens. It could be other, and then trying to figure out your way to make a decision to get out of it. That could be this too. Oh, absolutely, it could be. I can't wait to clarify this. Emperor and the Devil. Who you claimed this was, your emperor, your boss, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, take gender out of this. It was actually this person right here, the Devil. Toxic, obsessive, possessive, I mean, yeah, jealous. I mean, you would always go, he's the jealous type or whatever like that. But then when something shifted and everything else, you kind of really saw who it actually was. It wasn't the emperor being all protective. It was the devil being all possessive. Got it? Okay. Well, that's an important distinction that most people need to make, and a lot of people dismiss that. And then they don't see it until the emperor, until you end it with him. And then the actual devil comes out because the mask is off. I've been through this. I know this. Queen of Wands. Is that you? Or is that who somebody threw into this? Who knows? Well, let's do it. Queen of Swords. You're going to have to cut it off, Cancer. You're just going to have to. And I think that you've been struggling. And I think what you're going to have to cut off is a lot about you. Okay, because I think all of this has already kind of happened, right? But I think you're going to have to start cutting up some of these burdens out because they're not yours. Do you understand? You've just picked them up along the way. Okay, your childhood wounds, something that your dad or mom, like, I mean, whatever this is, you keep adding to it, and they don't look comfortable. Look at that. And people in your life are completely comfortable with watching you try to walk around with their burdens because they put them on you, so it takes the load off of them. Do you see how it works? And then it turns into a breaking point where the Ten of Swords and everything else, and then they cheat on you, and then now you're really hunched over, and now you really don't feel like you can move it anywhere. All right, Cancer. One more time, shuffle, and we're gonna go. 8 of Wands. Okay, good. All right. So this is fast passion action headed towards you, or you're giving communication, whatever. That could be this text. I'm reading it all kinds of ways, so see in case it fits, but this is a pretty strong story here, okay? All right, give me one more shuffle and we're ready to go. The Queen of Pentacles, okay? We had her on the bottom of the deck on the other deck, remember? You're kind of starting to boss up. You're starting to kind of understand things. You're starting to understand that your finances are not dependent on someone else. That's a pretty big one because look at what you can have with just you and your kids, or what, I mean, whatever. right? Or with a new person. I don't know. The Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. You could actually have this. And it doesn't have to be that. Because I think you've been conditioned to believe it does have to be like that. Ten of Pentacles, the Fool. But you're going to have to leap towards it. And what that's going to require is for you to make a decision. Or somebody else. Justice in reverse. I could be talking to a cross-watcher. I don't know who I'm talking to. Justice in reverse. Justice in reverse, which I do not like, but whatever. Oh, lots of flip, a lot flipped right there, I think. Anything else? No, just these. I'll see them when you do. Okay. Healing. You've been doing a lot of healing. Yes, you have been. From the fact that you possibly feel like you didn't get anything out of this, right? You're like, God, that was a waste of time. Actually, it wasn't, but let's skip through that right now. This is what you're doing. You've been healing. Remember? Hermit, Star. Okay. Yeah, this is an Aquarius card, but whatever. Take signs out of it. Yeah, look at that. You're getting a new perspective. You're getting a new, and this is possible, you getting a new perspective about what your actual wish looks like. Because what you settled for was the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, which was really the Five of, yeah. You didn't really have the 10, okay. And I think you know that now. You had the 5, where you got used to the abuse, you got used to the neglect, you got used to the possessive, you got used to all the things, right? Okay. And now you're starting to get a new perspective about what your wish actually does look like, so that you can flip that justice upside, right side up and get that Ace of Cups. Yes, yeah. But it's going to require you to make a decision, Cancer. Yeah, it is. Your justice is going to turn for you and it won't have anything to do with the toxic, whoever the hell this is. It's going to have to do with you, right? Because you're changing your perspective about what your wish looks like, and that's making you kind of an indecision, because it's kind of shifting the whole game for you. It's like you always thought it was like this, okay? It's like you have rules to a game, right? Like checkers or whatever it is. And then in the middle of that, somebody says, "Oh, no, we changed it," right? It's like the NFL every damn year. But you see what I'm saying, right? It's like that. It's like you were on track. You were used to the abuse. You were taking it like a good boy or girl and all the things. And then all of a sudden somebody just came in and it flipped your whole world upside down. This is why you're having to hang upside down to get this perspective. About how to make a new decision towards a wish and your new emotion of fulfillment. And a lot of what that can look like is I said it in another reading, is forgiving yourself, right? Forgiving yourself and what you were capable of putting yourself through, and how you were conditioned to believe that this is what everything came with. Ten of Swords. What is this Ten of Swords, please? What is this Ten of Swords for, Cancer? Cancer. Ten of Swords. Okay. It's the King of Pentacles and the Fool. All right. The King of Pentacles and the Fool is, I think somebody took a leap of faith here with their finances. Yes, they did. Right? Possibly. I don't know. Or their emotions, or both, right? It's like they left you struggling or something. I don't know. But it put you into a lot of additional struggles and additional burdens on top of now all your heart being ripped to pieces. Okay? But it's all because somebody was able to leap away. Okay. And this is what this kind of looks like. Or you're leaping away. Yeah, you don't, because you want the Ace of Wands. But I think somebody else went and did that with their wand. Male or female, doesn't matter. Yep. And they kind of cut you off like you didn't matter. That's what this feels like. I don't know. Okay? Well, let's just keep going. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Yeah. They rejected you. And I love this. I don't love it that you were rejected, but here's what I do love. It's here again. With the Four of Cups twice. So what's going to happen here? Okay, let's just go. Because I don't know for sure, but I'm feeling it. You were rejected. You were made to feel like you were like not even something to even look at, right? But what this person is rejecting, or this could be you, all right? What this person is rejecting is that, the Ace of Cups. If you look at this card, that cup is being divinely given, okay? So is this one. And this is what you've been rejecting because you haven't felt ready, right? Or you haven't felt like you were healed enough and all the things. You haven't felt you had healed your hearts, the King of Cups. And is why you've been going incredibly slow trying to process this. And that is okay. Nobody needs to rush you through a damn thing. You do whatever the hell you want to do on your time. Do you understand? As long as nobody's getting hurt by it, like your kids are, you lay in bed for 12 hours a day and your kids want to play, stuff like that. Just, manage it, right? And learn how to leverage it to work for you still. But right now you are rejecting, I don't know. I think it's this leap of faith. It could be both things, right? Yeah, look, because it's taken forever. And it's almost like you're being bored with yourself, right? It's like, why do I keep thinking about this? Why do I keep letting this hurt me? Well, it's not, you're not letting it hurt you. It's just that you haven't processed it and healed it to a way where it kind of leaves on its own, right? Okay. And this is what's been taking a long time because the Hermit did come out, remember? And this is all this indecision and everything else has been taking a long time. And that's okay. Yeah, look at that. You've been having all this strength to be able to get your justice. And it has nothing to do with this person over here. Because this person over here is a piece of shit. I'm going to tell you right now. This person's toxic and all this other stuff that's put you through everything. Yeah, and left you with all these burdens and everything else. Who knows what this is? But you've been being very, very, very strong to be able to do this. It's a Leo card, but and when I say, when I say could have Leo in your chart, you could or they could, or whatever. But I mean, in their sun sign, it could be in their top 3 or even somewhere in their chart, their Saturn, or you know what I mean? It could be anywhere, right? But oh, I just bit my tongue. You are being incredibly strong. Yes, you are. Because you've had to be, right? Because you can deliver your own justice. Yes, you can do. Instead of sitting around waiting for it. Okay? You can enact that with yourself. And it doesn't mean go get a bat and hurt their car. It doesn't mean that. What it means is you can kind of start to understand how you attracted it to begin with. And I think that's exactly what you've been doing. The Four of Swords. This is the minor to the Hermit. You've been sitting very, very still trying to heal yourself. Now, this person is sitting here with a sword. They are armed, but they've kind of put all of their kind of fighting away, right? Because they don't feel like they have the strength to do it. Okay? But they've been working on it, and I think you have been. Ten of Pentacles. What is this Ten of Pentacles for Cancer, please? Yeah, look at that. The Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I think that the Wheel of Fortune moved you out of something that you were never going to win anything in. Yeah, they did. And now karma and dharma is kind of being handed out, right? And based on where you are in your healing journey and all the things that you know you're capable of and all the things that you accepted in your past and all the things, right? It all stacks up. Well, it's like it judges it, right? Or I don't know, judge it. This is a terrible example, but you understand what I'm saying. Karma and dharma is being handed out. Yes, it is. And on this Ten of Pentacles with possibly your match. You getting a new person? This is the Queen to the King. Okay. But my problem with the King of Pentacles here is it's on the Ten of Swords. So it's almost like you're kind of sitting there trying to boss up on your own. Yeah, you are. And the Wheel of Fortune is helping you. Boom. It's like they're like moving you up, right? And they're moving you up to be able to attain this Ten of Pentacles all by yourself or with somebody else. But it's better when it's all by yourself because nobody can do the Ten of Swords. If they do the Ten of Swords to you, it's fine because you're already a whole ass person by yourself, and they're just there to add to you. And if they want to leave, it's no big deal. Okay. I mean, it can hurt and everything, but it's not going to be devastating like what you've just gone through, right? And I think that's what you've been doing. You've been waiting to take the leap of faith towards it, away from this person that hurt you, but that you were never going to get justice with. That's what this feels like. And you got to cut it off. Yeah, you do. And it's been a very, very confusing process about what to cut off. And to make it permanent, right? Because you've been so used to doing this, your back is probably permanently like you see what I'm saying? It's like you're so conditioned to it. It feels weird when you can sit up straight. It really does. And your whole world starts changing. And you're like, wait a minute. And it's all because you do the healing, you start elevating. That's what this takes. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles for Cancer. Seven of Swords. Yeah. This person, okay, now this can be self-sabotage. Yes, it can be. This can be all kinds of things. This could be lying, cheating, stealing, especially if it's anywhere near the Ten of Swords. This is a lot of things that you're having to heal from. Draining your bank account. Somebody had a baby someplace else and is now won't leave you alone because you left them alone. It's all kinds of stuff. But here I'm looking at it as you're kind of self-sabotage. It could absolutely be all these things, but it could also be on top of you're self-sabotaging your own opportunities because you are so kind of, you've taken a long time and everything else trying to piece everything back together. And I get it. I understand. It's a lot, right? And this is what you've been doing because because look, it's the world, Cancer. It's the world is here. It's the whole new thing. Yeah, it is that you never had up here and you never did. And that's what you've been trying to get a perspective about. But you're self-sabotaging yourself because you're kind of ignoring opportunities that are trying to be presented to you because you still feel like this. And this is why I love this card here, the Four of Cups again, because now I think you're going to get the opportunity to reject something or someone, whatever it is, you're going to get the opportunity to do that, and you're going to start to feel like you can breathe, right? Two of Swords. What is this Two of Swords? What is this indecision about? I don't want her to go, but it didn't. Two of Swords. What is this Two of Swords? For Cancer. Two of Swords. For Cancer. Two of Swords for Cancer, please. Eight of Cups. This is what it is. Okay. And this is the hardest part. All right. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Six of Swords is just physically moving away, or somebody did, or whatever else. But now this is on you. Okay. And what this is, the Eight of Cups. To understand that you were never going to have the Ten of Cups where you were. You weren't. You just weren't. I don't care how much you loved them in the beginning. You were with them for 20 years or whatever else. If you're honest with yourself, a lot of whatever that was a lot like that. Okay, kind of like accommodating to their, whatever it is, their, all the possessive behavior, the lies, or the white lies, or things. And now what you're doing is you're kind of putting it all together, and this is what you're being indecisive about. Yes, because okay, you know what you have to do, but it's very, very difficult for you to emotionally do. Let's put it like that. Okay, and I understand that. I really do. Okay, because you're just sitting there and somebody's watching you just kind of stay in freaking heartbreak. Ten of Swords. Somebody's almost like proud of themselves that they were capable of doing that. Okay. Now Nine of Swords. You've been in nothing but mental anxiety. There's a lot of swords, or there's a lot of cups too, but you understand. There's not swords in the right places, basically. Okay. You know you need to emotionally walk away from this. Take it as a lesson. And I know that sounds petty to just say, oh, taking it not petty, but it sounds like I'm trying to minimize what you've gone through. And that's not what I'm doing at all. I understand it. Like I said, I've lived this. But what I am saying is the kind of, even if you don't feel like you can stand up, you have to. Okay. And then what you're going to have to start doing is understanding how to emotionally take all of your emotions out of it and block them. And if you're already here, great. But a lot of people aren't. Okay. This is who I'm talking to. Two of Swords. Yep. Yep. Let's look. I see two, but let's look at them. The strength. This is what you're doing. You're getting the strength to emotionally walk away. Yes, you are. And it's going to take a lot of it. And if you've already done it, great. Like I said, but a lot of people haven't. And what you need to do is kind of, it's almost like you're sitting on the fence and you have all of what you think is your stability on one side, and then what this unknown whatever the hell is going on over here, and you're trying to make a decision, and you probably have more than just you on that fence, right? And now, but you know what you have to do, and you're being incredibly strong to do it. You're pulling Leo energy. You don't have to have it in your chart, or they do, or whatever else, but you're pulling on Leo energy to be able to get the strength to be able to do it. Good. Because it's going to be your justice, Cancer, when you do. Yes, it is. It's no longer going to be upside down anymore, right? You're going to actually have it. Yes, you are. And it's going to require you to move quite quickly. This is the fastest card in the deck, Chariot. Okay, and this is what it is. But the whole big speed bump here is the indecision. Okay. And this is the indecision to drop this burden and be able to, but you're being watched. And I think that's what's causing you some anxiety, because toxic people don't like when you almost like escape. They don't. Ten of Wands. Because they like their little victims to kind of stay put and stay in place. They don't like it when you do anything, really. Ten of Wands. Well, what's this? Let's look at them together. Remember what I just said about how they don't like them to get up, or they want them to stay in place and everything else? And I know I didn't say it, but they will use any means necessary, including a bullshit apology. So this is right here. Page of Cups. Sorry I did all this Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands to you and everything. Well, this was constantly going on, so don't, there's no sense in lying to me about that. But the Ten of Swords, what was not. It was like adding on to it, and it almost broke you. Yeah, it did. And now they're going to come back and what? Yeah, give you some bullshit apology. You remember I'm your Emperor. Remember the Emperor's on the bottom of the deck over here. Remember? Remember what I said about it too? Okay, because it's not that person. It's actually the devil, right? Okay, and I don't know what's behind these cards, but whatever. They're going to try to come back and play this Emperor role again in your life. Yes, they are. Because you're dropping the burdens, because you're emotionally walking away, and people feel that energetically on a really weird, I don't even know how they do it. Yeah, because you've been doing the healing and everything else. Or they see you as weak. They see you as weak and still, and being able to take the opportunity to come in and take advantage of the fact that you're still carrying their burdens with yours and everything else. That could be this too. And you're not going to do it. This is the best part of this reading, is because you're going to reject them because you know where your sun is and it isn't with them. and all their sneaky behavior and everything else, because you can have the Ten of Pentacles all on your own without that. And I know everybody's been conditioned to believe that it comes with it, but it doesn't. And the Wheel of Fortune is waiting for you to make the decision to be able to emotionally walk away, because that is going to be your justice, because you're going to move completely on. This person's going to feel it, and they are going to be cued to come right back in, because it was nothing but toxic to begin with, and they knew exactly what they were doing. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. What is this Four of Cups? Wow. Four of Cups. Okay. Remember? You're like, nah, pass. This one, she's trying to be handed like a margarita, or a, I don't know, kind of looks tasty. But you're rejecting it. Okay. You're looking at what you have left. Yes, you are. And even if you don't feel like you have a lot, you do. Okay. Even if you're living in your car, I don't care. You still have you, right? And you still have, you can still watch me or watch everybody. There's a lot of good tarot readers out there. Yes, there is. But this is what you're doing. You're rejecting this bullshit cup. It's right there. Okay. This little cup, somebody's trying to, because they know they have to can put in minimal effort with you and get maximum results because of your willingness to do this. And now you're going to reject it. And you know who you're rejecting? The damn devil. Remember? The emperor that calls himself, or I'm sorry, the devil that calls himself an emperor. This is what you're doing. You're completely shutting it down. Yes, you are. Because you know. That's the high priestess. You know, Cancer. You know. You don't have to stay on the fence anymore. You don't have to do this anymore. You're worth more than this. And once your worth starts rising, the universe is right behind you. They're like, let's go. Because you don't have to deal with the fighting anymore. You do not. You can take your heart that has been broken and go into a new wish fulfillment someplace else without all of the bullshit. Got it, Cancer? You really can. This is not, you got it. Okay. You just gotta get into that mode, right? Okay. Stop letting this person manipulate you emotionally and keep you on the energetic hook, because you gotta feel them. Yeah, you do. You know, we're sitting around waiting for a text message or your justice from somebody that's not even capable of the Ten of Pentacles. You understand? But you're getting the wish fulfillment and everything else, and they feel it. And this is the part where they're going to go nuts. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay. Hanging on to things like that, and okay. All right. A new start is coming. New moon. A new start's coming, Cancer. You've been through it all. Yeah, you have. And this person's still trying. Okay? Or they will, or they had, and now you're really walking away, and now they're going to be like flip, flip, flip that. Even if they're doing it energetically, like I just said, you're still kind of feeling it. It's still feeling like, you know, it's like nagging. Like, why? Because you're moving away with a quickness away from all this bullshit. Yeah, look at that. Prosperity lies ahead. Good. Cancer, give me one of these for Cancer, please. Give me one. This person can take their little cup someplace else. Cancer. A new start is coming right back out. Don't let pride get in your way and step out of your comfort zone. Yep, this is the most important one. All of them are actually, but this is up there. A new start is coming after you step out of your comfort zone. And poor thing, your comfort zone is that right there. You don't have to accept this anymore. And I think you know that. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know who I'm talking to. A lot of people are probably already through this, but right now I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to is a person that's kind of still struggling here. Okay. All right. But you don't have to anymore. No. And I do Cancer readings all the time. So come back and we'll talk some more. See you next time.